Hello children, welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Today I am going to explain key of 21st November 2020 dated assignment solutions. This assignment related to understanding quadrilaterals. Let us move on to the sums. See, the first question is, of the four quadrilaterals, square, rectangle, rhombus and trapezium, one is somewhat different from the others because of its design. Find its give justification. Here which quadrilaterals are given? See, here the given quadrilaterals are square, rectangle, rhombus and trapezium. These are the four quadrilaterals given. See, one is a square. It is the square. Second one is rectangle. Third one is rhombus. And the fourth one is trapezium. See, this is the square, rectangle, this is the rhombus and this is the trapezium. In these four quadrilaterals, square, rectangle, rhombus, all these three are parallelograms. Parallelograms. Why? What is the parallelogram? A quadrilateral in which both pair of opposite sides are parallel or is called the parallelogram. Here in a square both pair of opposite sides are parallel. In rectangle both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. In rhombus both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. But in the trapezium just one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Okay, that's why here according to its design the trapezium is the different figure. Trapezium is the different. So parallel, all these three are parallelograms. Trapezium is not a parallelogram. Not a parallelogram. So which is the different one? The different one is trapezium is the different diagram. Okay. Now see the second one. Quadrilateral EFGH is a rectangle in which J is a point of intersection of the diagonals. Find the value of x if JF is equal to 8x plus 4 and EG is equal to 24x minus 8. Okay, so we need to find the value of the x. Here which quadrilateral given? EFGH is the rectangle. In rectangle diagonals are intersect at J. See the second one. So let us draw the rectangle. In the rectangle EFGH diagonals are intersect. These are the diagonals intersect at J. Okay, so here JF is given. JF is given. What is the JF value? See, 8x plus 4. 8x plus 4. And also EG given. EG is equal to 24x minus 8. 24x minus 8. Here we know that in a rectangle diagonals are equal and bisect each other also. In a rectangle diagonals equal and bisect each other. So which means here JF is equal to HJ, that implies JF is equal to HJ. These two parts are equal. So already given JF is 8x plus 4, from this FH is equal to, that implies FH is equal to 2JF, that is equal to 2 into JF is 8x plus 4, 8x plus 4, so that is equal to 2 8s are 16x plus 2 4s are 8. That is the 16x plus 4 is the FH. Already in diagonals are equal also. So diagonals are equal means EG is equal to FH. But what is given EG? 24x minus 8 is equal to FH. Just now only we find 16x plus 8. So all the variables will be transformed into the one side and constants will be transformed into the another side. Then 24x minus 16x. This 16x will be transformed into the left side, become a negative. Already we have the right side plus 8. This minus 8 will be transformed into the right side, will get plus 8. Then 24 minus 16 is 8x is equal to 16. That implies x is equal to 16 by 8 is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2. So we need to find the just x only. Okay. See, third one is sum of two opposite angles of a parallelogram is 130. Find all the angles of the parallelogram. In a parallelogram, for example, ABCD is the parallelogram. ABCD is parallelogram. So here given sum of opposite angles. Sum of opposite angles is equal to 130 degrees given. Let us take one pair of opposite sides. Angle A plus angle C is equal to 130 degrees. But in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. But in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So that implies angle A is equal to angle C. I will say x. I will assume that x. So according to the above equation, from the equation 1, angle A and angle C both are equal to x. So x plus x is equal to 130. That implies 2x is equal to 130. And that implies x is equal to 130 by 2 is equal to 65 degrees. Is equal to 65 degrees. X is equal to, which means angle A is equal to 60 and angle C, 65. Angle C is equal to 65 degrees. But again we know that one more property in the parallelogram. In a parallelogram, any pair of adjacent angles are supplementary. That's why angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees. Angle A, just now find 65 plus angle B is equal to 180. Then angle B is equal to 180 minus 65. So 10 minus 5 is 5. Okay, 7 minus 6 is 1 and 115 degrees. So angle B 15 degrees and angle B opposite angle is angle D. That implies angle D is equal to also 115 degrees. So coming to here, this angle I got 65, this angle 65 and this angle is 115 degrees. This is angle also 115 degrees. 115 degrees. Okay, these are the each angle in the parallelogram. So let us move on to the fourth one. See, the fourth one, which of the following statements true for a rhombus? Yes, so let us draw here the rhombus. This is the rhombus ABCD. So you know the properties of the rhombus. By using the properties of the rhombus, let us answer these options. First one is, it has two pairs of parallel sides. It has two pairs of parallel sides. We know that every rhombus is a parallelogram. So both pairs of opposite sides are parallel, which means AB parallel to DC and AD parallel to BC. Okay, so the statement one is true. Statement one is true. It has two pairs of equal sides. Of course, in a rhombus, all four sides are equal. Automatically, two pairs of equal sides. Yes, so the second statement also true. Since what is the reason? In a rhombus, all four sides are equal. That's why automatically two pairs of equal sides. Next, coming to the third one, it has only two pairs of equal sides. It has only two pairs of equal sides. No, any pairs of two sides are equal. So it is also become a true Nanna. In only two pairs of equal sides also true. Now coming to the fourth one, two of its angles are right angles. In a rhombus, in each angle, no need to the each angle is a right angle. Here given two of its angles are at right angles. Two of its angles. So no angle is a right angle in the rhombus. In a rhombus, if each angle is 90, then it become a square. But is here only 90. So the fourth statement become a false. Now two diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Yes, in a rhombus, see that this is the one of the diagonal, another diagonal, and bisect each other at right angles. So the fourth statement, the next statement, its diagonals bisect each other at right angles is true. It is a true. Next, the last one, its diagonals are equal and perpendicular. No. In a rhombus, see here, in this rhombus, one of the diagonal AC, this is the another diagonal BD is shortest one to the AC. Both are not equal. So the last statement is false. Last statement is the false. This is about the fourth one. Let us move on to the fifth one. See, fill in the blanks in each of the following. Fill in the blanks in each of the following as to make the statements true. Yes, the rhombus is a parallelogram in which adjacent sides are equal. Adjacent sides are equal. Why the adjacent sides are equal? See, for example, this is the I will draw the parallelogram. See, this is the parallelogram. In a parallelogram, just opposite sides are equal in length. If these pair of adjacent sides are equal, automatically the four sides become equal. When the parallelogram four sides are equal, then it is called the parallelogram, rhombus. So a parallelogram in which adjacent sides are equal, then it become a rhombus. So first question answer is a rhombus is a parallelogram in which adjacent sides are equal. Now the second one is, see, the square is a rhombus in which a rhombus in which each angle is 90, then it becomes a square. So a square is a rhombus in which each angle is, all four angles are 90 degrees or right angles, or each angle is right angle. Each angle is 90 degrees. Right angle nothing but 90 degrees. See that this is the rhombus For example, this angle become a 90, this diagram become a change in this way. So each angle is 90. Okay, so in a rhombus each angle 90, it become a square. So a square is a rhombus in which each angle is 90. The last one, see, a rhombus has all of its sides of dash length. Yes, you know by the definition of the rhombus, a quadrilateral in which all four sides are equal is called the rhombus. That's why a rhombus has all of its sides are equal length. Equal length. Okay children, this is the assignment solution. Thank you very much.